I was listening to President Trump today. He said that Mr. Mandani was a communist, and he was like, how could the New York Democrats elect choose a communist? Well, one can say that he's exaggerating, but there is an interesting historical point. Is that the USSR, for instance, it was the union of socialist of Soviet socialist republics. Socialism. Well, because for Marx, socialism is the first. You have to go through socialism before getting to communism. Yeah, that's the thing. It's so it's an interesting point. With time, you had people who say, "Well, we're gonna stop at socialism and not go into communism," and then you had a bunch of socialist parties kind of springing up all over Europe, in the 60s, in the 1960s, in the 1970s. But the point originally for Marx, socialism is a transitory is a phase of to communism, and that's why the USSR, the idea was to recognize that they aren't communist yet, that they are on the way to communism, but that they aren't. Well, because when you get to communism, you don't need the dictatorship of the people, of the proletariat anymore, and the USSR never got past that that phase of dictatorship of the proletariat. So again, President Trump says something, and he says it in and people think, well, he's just exaggerating as usual. But when you look behind what he's saying, he's got a point. He's got a point. Socialism has, strictly speaking, is a phase. The aim is communism. Historically,